not supposed to say retarded, but I think we all have a word that we're like, no, I'm going to keep saying that one. I got a couple. You know why we all have a word? You know why we keep saying retarded even though we shouldn't? Is because we're dicks. You know you can tell human beings are dicks is by who we hold up as great, because they're not even really that great. Like Mother Teresa's famous because she gave away free soup. But we're such dicks, we heard that like, wait a minute, she gave away free soup? She didn't charge for croutons or nothing? Someone's a freaking saint. Martin Luther King's famous because he said, hey, despite the differences in the color of our skin, let's all be good to each other. Again, we're such dicks, we heard this, we're like, racial tolerance? Who thinks of this shit? You're getting your own holiday, Martin Luther King. Yeah, your birthday? I don't go to work, that's how much you mean to me. Jesus is famous because he said, treat other people the way you want them to treat you. We heard this, we're like, this Jesus is on some next level shit. We're gonna worship you, Jesus, and your dad. This doesn't end tonight, believe me. Necklaces with you on it, t-shirts, you're my homeboy. We're gonna worship your mom, but not your stepdad, because fuck him for some reason.
Did anybody happen to catch the story about the superintendent that got caught shitting on the high school football field? I was talking to my girl about it, and am I the only one that finds that fucking hilarious? I mean, it's disgusting. I don't know if they actually caught the guy. Like, did they catch him in the act? Was he, like squatting out there, and they were just like, aha, or did they like take a stool sample and ran it through the DNA database? Is anybody else besides myself just a little freaked out about the fact that that they have a DNA database? You got all these people, like they got that 23 skidoo. What the fuck is it called? Where you send them your fucking DNA and they tell you some bullshit about what they think your fucking genetic heritage is made up of. Doesn't anybody understand that they are basically just collecting your fucking DNA, possibly to fucking clone you and, officially take that next step into into fucking creating a Star Wars like fucking empire? Like, weren't all the stormtroopers fucking clones? What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, the other thing I wonder, I don't worry about. The other thing I wonder about, the people that, about this whole, like, oh, send us your spit and we'll tell you which countries you originate from. Is it the same in, like if somebody's in Africa, right? Are they, like, if they send in their spit, are they going to be like, dude, fucking take a look around you at your relatives. You're fucking home. This is where you're from. Like, is there a possibility that, other nations are going to they're going to send in their spit and they'll be like, go outside, look out the fucking door. You'll see the people that you're fucking related to. Is that just an American thing? I don't know. I don't trust that shit. Sending in your spit. The same people that do that shit are the same fucking people that when they talked about, like, well, the NSA or the CIA, they should be able to fucking listen to your phone calls and read your emails and your texts and shit and, fucking save your fucking dick pics or whatever. These are the same people like, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, then what do you have to fucking, go fuck yourself. I don't, like, do you not see the problem in giving away that sort of fucking information? I mean, I know they're going to tap your phone or fucking go through your emails and shit, regardless of, if they say that they're not doing it, but Oh shit, I'm sorry, I just fucking blew out everybody's ears with a cough. Even if they say like, nah, we're not gonna fucking do it, they're gonna do that shit. So there really is no stopping that, right? But I gotta draw the line at sending my fucking DNA off into the fucking ether and hoping that they're gonna be responsible, that they're not gonna fucking, create some other version of myself in a fucking test tube. I don't understand people that fucking are that goddamn naive. What does this have to do with the guy shitting on the fucking football field? I don't know. That's just the direction that this podcast goes. And for those of you that are wondering why there's so much fucking clatter, you might be hearing fucking little noises and shit. It's because I'm fucking walking around instead of sitting down during this podcast. Although the noise is getting on my fucking nerves. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Chances are I'll edit it out anyway, so you won't know. But it is getting kind of annoying, so maybe I should just fucking sit my ass down. But yeah, the fucking school superintendent, superintendent. Is that how you fucking say that shit? Superintendent, whatever. The fucking head guy. The head guy at the fucking school corporation or whatever the fuck. Apparently they found out that he was shitting on the fucking on the football field or the fucking track and field pretty regularly, like almost every fucking day. And I'm sure there's a lot of people like, why the fuck would you do some shit like that? And my theory when I was talking to my girl was that that this guy, that's how he not gets off like he's out there rubbing one out, but I don't know, everybody has like a weird fucking fetish, right? You got people that for some reason want to watch other dudes bang their wives. You've got people that for some reason find fucking balloons sexy. So who's to say that this guy, maybe the first shit he took out there, it was because he was like, I have got to shit and I can't get to the fucking bathroom. Or maybe it's like, well, the shit that I have to fucking take is just, it's so god awful that there's no way I could do it in the building and people not know it was me. Who knows? Who knows what his original reason was for shitting on the fucking on the field. But I'm willing to bet that after that first time, he got some sort of fucking thrill from it. Like, holy shit. No pun intended. But like, I don't know. Maybe he just enjoys shitting outdoors. Maybe he enjoys the thrill of the fucking risk of getting caught taking a shit. Who fucking knows? Should the guy lose his job because of this? Not really. Not unless, somebody fucking got tackled and, landed in it. Then, yeah, I could be like, that's kind of gross. You're I don't know. Is it any fucking different than dogs shitting on a fucking, on the lawn or whatever? I know nowadays you're supposed to walk around with those fucking bags. I don't. I'm gonna put that out there right now. I don't pick up my dog's shit. And it's not because, I'm fucking, concerned about the fertilization of the, of whatever particular fucking yard that he happens to shit in. It's just, I remember the fucking days. I was young, but I still remember the days when, where if you stepped in some shit, that was just some shit that happened. It wasn't a fucking calamity. There was no reason to fucking put up a sign or, fucking put up cameras and film the shit and then put it on YouTube. it was just like, hey, you stepped in some shit. You should have been, looking where you were fucking walking. I'm not picking up my dog's shit. If I start picking up my dog's shit, then I might as well just let him fucking, sleep in my bed, drive, sit in the fucking driver's seat of my car. It's pretty much over after that. I mean, you start picking up your dog's shit. You are officially, his pet, right? Because it's not like he's gonna pick up your shit. He might sniff it and be like, what have you been eating? You've been eating a lot of fucking fiber lately. Something wrong? It just, I don't know. I'm not picking it up. And, and if I'm sure that somebody has gotten tackled on the football field and landed in some dog shit. So it's like, does this guy really deserve to be? I mean, it's humiliation enough. Because I don't think you can really come back from being caught shitting on the fucking, on the field. Although everybody acts like it's this, like, oh, fuck. How dare he? As if nobody's ever fucking had to piss or use the bathroom and just had no fucking access or just couldn't fucking get to the bathroom or whatever. I mean, what was he supposed to do? Shit his pants? I don't know. I mean, maybe he should have picked up his own shit. But again, maybe this is how he fucking, I mean, some people fucking lose their, they lose their mind and they show up to work one day with a fucking, automatic weapon or semi-automatic weapon and, and they just fucking mow people down. This guy goes to the football field to take a shit. It's, when you do the fucking comparison, it's really kind of minor, and as it is for the rest of his life, he's going to be known as the guy that fucking shit on the field. I mean, I don't know. Is there anything fucking worse than that? I mean, it's got to be like guy who fucked a kid, guy who, raped a woman, and then guy who shit on the fucking football field. I mean, it's at least in the top 5 of like really fucking horrific things to to be known for doing. So, I don't know. I think the embarrassment is enough. I don't think he needs to lose his job because he took a shit, I mean, as guys, we piss all the time outdoors. Usually it's because there's not a bathroom around. Although I had a friend, and one of the reasons we stopped being friends was for some reason, we were all hanging out at my house, and he's like, "Oh, I need to fucking." Well, actually, I don't even think he said that he had to take a piss. He just fucking went outside into my backyard and took a piss, and it's just like, I told him to fucking leave. It was like, dude, you either get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna have to fucking smack you in the lips, because that's essentially, you're basically just marking your fucking territory in my fucking house, And, we haven't fucking spoken since, but it's just, as guys, we haven't spoken since because of that, but it actually turned out that, like a few years back, he actually got into a motorcycle accident and died. So, I kind of feel bad that, that I let some piss, disrupt our friendship, but it's just, there are certain things that as a man you cannot fucking put up with, and somebody pissing in your fucking yard, especially when you have a fucking bathroom. I'd get it if, like, I don't know, I was one of these people that had like a fucking Winnebago. I didn't have a house. I was sort of a fucking drifter, and it's like, bathroom, I had fucking 2 bathrooms, so it wasn't like, like there was an issue. Like, he could have just very easily just been like, hey, I gotta use the bathroom, and be like, all right, go for it, or whatever. But God, is this what this podcast has become? Just me talking about piss and shit. I'm sorry, I know that I wanted to maintain the highbrow sort of fucking discussion that goes on this podcast, but I felt like, well, we have to talk about the guy that shits on the fucking field. I honestly think that he he did it once, thought it was fucking thrilling, and decided, I'm gonna do this every fucking day. It's kind of like I don't know, when you start smoking, right? I don't know what, I don't even remember what it was like. I quit. Haven't smoked for years, but when I first started, I have no idea what that was like. I think I got like lightheaded or whatever, but I don't know, maybe that's not the fucking same thing. Anyway, it's fucking Wednesday, May 9th. God, this fucking year. I don't know what the fuck it is, and I know this is gonna seem kind of hacky or whatever, but like, what is the deal? Like, after you turn 25, for some reason, life just fucking goes on fast forward. Like, every now and then I think, like, fuck, man, my life is half over, right? I mean, I don't know if it's half over. I mean, the people in my family live fairly long, so it's like, I mean, based on the fucking average, I could say that I've got to at least, late 80s to early 90s, assuming that I continue or that I take care of myself. But then, it's like every now and then you get in that fucking mood, or not mood, you just get to thinking about shit, and it's like, fuck, man, I'm already this age, and it seems all fucking downhill. But then I try and convince myself that, like, well, dude, look how long it took to become like 21. It seemed like forever. It was like I was like, I mean, I'd already drank and shit, but to do it legally, it seemed like it took fucking forever to get to that point. And then after, after 25, it would just like, like, that's when I had my daughter. Well, I didn't have her. I made her. I created her. I contributed my goo to the fucking concoction, and I was 26 or whatever, and I mean, I know that that's partly it, right? Because I'm watching my kids go from fucking babies to I mean, my daughter's a fucking teenager. My son is 10. Is he 10 or 11? He's 10. It's just, I mean, I know that that's part of it, right? It's because, like, okay, like, I still remember when when they needed to help fucking taking a couple of steps, and now they're fucking I don't know, my daughter's off in her own little fucking world, and my son is still very much into me. He I think like, he actually is the one that's keeping me young, because even though he's 10, he's turning 11 this year, he's still very much like I know there's some parents that are like, oh, you'll always be my baby or whatever, and even if they don't fucking act like it, I mean, it's not like that. Like, he's still very, like childlike, right? I mean, yeah, there's some things that he's, that's like, all right, I can see he's fucking getting older or whatever, but in a lot of ways, like, he's still very much just my little fucking, my little man, Oh God, what am I fucking talking about? Jesus Christ. Oh, did anybody see the story? Well, I don't know if it was fucking anywhere else other than Twitter, there was, in that fucking the moments section, I was reading it this morning that apparently this father and son in New Delhi, India, They have been arrested for scamming a local businessman out of I don't know what the is it rupees? Is that their currency in India? Well, I don't know, like, I don't know their fucking currency system, but they did the sort of conversion, and apparently they scammed this guy out of $200,000, like, or $230,000, something like that, right? And how they did it was they convinced him that they could, or that they were designing equipment for NASA that they could sell for a profit, right? And this businessman was like, you know what, I'm gonna get in on this. And I have to question, yeah, it's fucked up that they scammed him, but if you look at the fucking pictures, like they're wearing their fucking spacesuits, right? That they're so-called, or that they were so-called designing for fucking NASA, and it is basically like, have you ever gone to like in a downtown area where they have like street performers and shit, and there's like the guy that's fucking spray painted himself fucking silver to look like, like he's made out of fucking metal and shit. That's what these two were wearing. They were wearing fucking spray painted fucking clothes. They had like there's one picture where they have, they're the full fucking suit on, helmet and all. And the fucking helmet is like, it's like one of those fucking beekeepers fucking things, or like the hazmat suit or whatever, but it's been spray painted fucking metallic. And I mean, there's one guy, like, I don't know if it's the dad or the fucking brother, or not brother, the dad or the son or whatever. Like, one guy's got like what looks like fucking tinfoil shoes on. And I gotta say, this fucking local businessman, how stupid are you that you actually fucking fell for this shit? I mean, I, at this point, I gotta say that the father and son, they don't deserve to be arrested. They deserve every fucking cent that they soaked out of this guy, because if he looked at those outfits and was like, yeah, they're totally fucking legit, then he fucking 100% deserves to fucking, to have taken the L. That would be like if I showed up at your door, right, with, I don't know, I spray painted my fucking skinny jeans and my fucking t-shirt metal and said, you know what, give me some fucking money because I'm about to catch fire. Look at me using all the fucking slang that I don't even really fucking understand anymore. I'm about to make a fortune off of my new line of fucking, space. It's so fucking ridiculous. I hope you look up the story, because once you see those pictures, you're gonna be like, fuck, how did this guy not see that this was absolute fucking horse shit? If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend that you fucking look it up, because there's some people in this world where it's like, you kind of deserve that one. You deserve to fucking get scammed out of your money. I mean, if you didn't fucking see that shit, if you didn't take a look at that guy's tinfoil shoes and wasn't like immediately like, get the fuck out of here, I gotta question your ability to fucking run a business. Like, how is this guy a businessman? And they didn't really specify, or specify? Yeah, that's the right way. They didn't really specify what sort of business this so-called businessman was into, but I have to. I mean, it's got to be what, like something that fucking blind people could do, right? How do blind people make a living? Are they just given like a monthly stipend because it's like, fuck, you don't have, you can't see shit, so life's already fucked for you. So here, have some. And not like I disagree with that. If you can't see shit, then you're kind of, I don't know. You're not fucked. I mean, at least you get the fucking supersonic hearing and shit, right? Isn't that what they say, that when one fucking sense disappears, then the others get heightened and shit. I don't know. I'm not trying to offend the blind. Speaking of the blind, it turns out like there's a rumor. Or not a rumor. There's like, I don't know, there's like a fucking video that they're saying that fucking Stevie Wonder isn't really fucking blind. That maybe he's like, he sees shit blurry or whatever the fuck, but there's like this video where, I don't know, there's somebody walking by, they're like on stage and there's like a bunch of fucking mic stands and shit. And somebody walks by and fucking, knocks over a mic stand and it doesn't fall. I don't think it falls, towards Stevie Wonder, but near him, and he fucking reacts to it and fucking grabs it. And, the fucking evidence looks pretty fucking damning. I mean, if Bill Cosby is a rapist, then it's really just, I have to, at this point, I have to just fucking assume that Stevie Wonder has been fucking, pulling the longest fucking prank in fucking history, because there's just no explanation for how he was able to fucking do that. As far as I know, and, you must keep in mind that I base this only off of fucking watching a short, like, 15-second clip, I don't know. To me, it looks like it's pretty damning evidence that Stevie Wonder can fucking see. And wasn't there like a rumor like a while back that fucking they were like letting him drive a car? Like, I don't think they were letting him drive like on the street or anything, but he was driving a fucking car. Like how do you do that if you're fucking blind? Have you ever tried just closing your eyes for like a fucking split second while fucking driving your car? You almost immediately fucking start veering to the left or the right or whatever. So it's just, I don't know. All I'm saying is if the fucking pudding pop guy is, guilty of fucking spiking women's drinks and shit, then it's feasible that Stevie Wonder, can fucking see. I mean, it's either that or he is a real life fucking X-Men, right? Because I mean, I know that that like I said, that I guess when you lose a sense, everything gets fucking heightened or whatever. But it's not like, like we're talking like if Stevie Wonder's blind, then he has like the same sort of fucking incredible fucking hearing sense or whatever that fucking the Daredevil has. Right, where you can just like, he feels all the fucking vibrations to the point where you can actually even visualize where shit is at. And, I don't know, Stevie, fucking, it's time to admit it. And, we're not gonna turn their fucking. I mean, there might be a few people that be like, fuck you, Stevie, but it's like, would his music be any less fucking awesome if he could fucking see? Are we just going to say that, hey, the only reason that we like Stevie Wonder's music is because we thought that the way he fucking sways his head fucking side to side, like that really fucking made the music what it is? I say, Stevie Wonder, if you're listening, and I know you're not, but if you are, just fucking come clean, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Should I just end it here? I think I will. I wanted to talk about some other shit, but you know what? Maybe I'll give you guys another podcast either tomorrow or fucking Friday. One of the two, or not. Who knows? But I think I will. Stay tuned for what happens on the next episode of the effing podcast. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Hope you're having a good week. It is Wednesday, so you're halfway there. Do I really need to remind anybody that's at work that I know you've been counting fucking the days until the fucking weekend on Monday. I get it. You don't need some fucking cunt reminding you of what fucking day it is. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'll be having a good week. Just like always, don't take any shit and go fuck yourself. Peace.